You mentioned being in Edmonton. Obviously, we know that's where you were working the last several seasons. And then even there was a stint, years before that when you were part of Hockey Night in Canada and the CBC's national production. So you have left the Sharks for various different capacities in various different times over the years. This is not the first time you were away. But there's one thing I know about you over these years when you haven't been in California and in San Jose. You can't quit the Sharks. Like you could never stop watching, stop paying attention, stop texting about them. Why? I mean, wouldn't it have been easier? I've been in jobs that I left or that I wasn't part of. I moved on, and I say this respectfully. Why did you never move on?
You had me at hello, basically, with the San Jose Sharks. Again, George Kingston hired me for that job when I was with Hockey Canada. Came to San Jose, fell in love with the Bay Area, fell in love with the people, fell in love with the fans, fell in love with the team. Everything about it was a dream for me. But the reason you can't quit the San Jose Sharks is because of the people that you get to work with. I can go through that office, and there are people, Brody, that I adore. I can go on and on about who they are. I mean, there's just so many. Yeah. And then I, get to work with Randy. I get to work with Danny. I get to work with Bakes. I get to work with Hetty. Now Brownie, Curtis Brown, a good sketch, Unity sketch. Okay, we'll leave that alone.
Yeah, it's on the side.
It might be. See, you've had to endure that. I just watched from afar. There have been a lot of times. I was fired as an assistant coach in '96 from the Kansas City Blades, which is our farm team. Mm-hmm. That was my first exit from the San Jose Sharks. Came back as a broadcaster when Patrick Marleau was drafted and came to the San Jose Sharks. Came back as a broadcaster, purely going to get back into coaching. That's what I was going to do. I was going to use the San Jose Sharks radio job to network my way around the National Hockey League. Had 3 or 4 interviews. Barry Trotz is one guy who was starting in Nashville. We talked and talked, and every time we talked later in the year, he kept saying to me, "You like this broadcasting thing, don't you?" And I thought, I do. I really do. Did the broadcasting thing, moved to TV. You have kids, you have young kids, your wife, and all of a sudden it's like you're away from home all the time. So came back to do Hockey Night in Canada. And between you and me, hated it. Absolutely hated it.
You would think, though, that is the pinnacle job for a hockey broadcaster, right? You would think.
Yes, it was. I'm sitting there the very first night in Edmonton, as a matter of fact. I'm working with the late, great Don Whitman. Don Whitman is a legend in Canada, great broadcaster. And I'm sitting there, and he can see it. I'm like this in the press box in Edmonton. And Don turns and looks at me and goes, "You all right?" I went, "What the hell am I doing here?" And he went, "I got you. It's going to be okay." And I went, "Okay." So we broadcast the whole year. And Don and I do the series Calgary versus Detroit. Mm-hmm. And we are in, what Calgary's like, that press box, okay? So we're going into overtime in Game 6. And there's no restroom in the press box. So you got to go use the public one. This sums up my career at Hockey Night.
I thought you were a man of the people. But anyway, proceed.
Anyway, so we go into the public bathroom. Uh-huh. We are relieving ourselves. When you're anywhere, but you can feel somebody just staring at you, right? Yeah. Okay. I can feel somebody like drilling holes in the back of my head. I finish up. I go to wash my hand. This semi-drunk guy comes over to me and goes, "I just want to tell you, you're the worst broadcaster in the history of Hockey Night in Canada." Don Whitman looks at me, and I look at him, and I went, "Well, thanks for watching." And I walked away.
That's the way to respond to haters, I got to say, is whether on social media or in person. I guess that's your memory of the Saddle Dome until you ever go back there.
Exactly. And then thankfully, Malcolm and Greg Jameson brought me back one more time. And then the last time, we all know that's been well documented. But yeah, I love the San Jose Sharks. I love the Bay Area. I love the people that we've become friends with in the Bay Area. And for some reason, the fans have really liked me a lot. And I don't know why, and I don't question it.